Complete Bay Area news coverage starts right now. This is the 10 o'clock news on KTBU Channel 2.
In honor of Earth Day, 1,000 volunteers joined forces today to help low-income families become homeowners. Habitat for Humanity East Bay is hosting a Build-A-Thon, one of the biggest building events in East Bay history. Volunteers started from the ground up today with the goal of framing 20 homes by Tuesday. Habitat for Humanity officials say normally it would take volunteers several months to complete the work being done in just 4 days.
By the end of the day, Tuesday, like I said, we'll have roof trusses, all of the siding, the sheathing will be on, and so we're going to town.
The Build-A-Thon is taking place in East Oakland at the site of a former auto salvage yard. When completed, the development will have 54 homes.
This is the ABC 7 Morning News.
In the East Bay, volunteers and professional construction crews are teaming up to build new homes as part of Habitat for Humanity's Earth Day Build-A-Thon. The homes are going up on Eads Avenue in East Oakland. The California Transplant Donor Network is a first-time sponsor of the event. They recruited organ donor families and medical staff to pitch in and help build yesterday.
It's an amazing process. In total, there will be 54 homes at this site. We've completed 26 of them already, and this is the last phase of our 28 homes.
The homes are being built for families with limited incomes. They will receive the keys to their new homes in December, and doing all that yesterday with that heat, too.
Well, here in the Bay Area, Habitat for Humanity got busy building 20 green homes. This is the biggest building event in history for Habitat for Humanity's East Bay chapter. When the final nail is pounded, 3 of the homes in this East Oakland development will earn the highest certification for green building. We talked to one of the homeowners who helped construct the framing for her own home.
I'm just so happy that I can get back to something that I can call mine, you know, so I'm really excited. I'm really juiced. I'm kind of scared too.
Habitat for Humanity uses sustainable building materials, solar paneled roofs, energy efficient fixtures to make their homes as green as possible. The Build-A-Thon wraps up tomorrow.
This is CBS 5 Eyewitness News.
Well, the slumping economy has had an unexpected silver lining for volunteer organizations. National Volunteer Week kicked off today. And Lisa Chan found one volunteer who says a downturn in his own business gave him time to help others.
Because then we got to get our beams up. Beams are next. We're going to do the beams right after lunch. There was all of a sudden a lot less work to do and a lot of people needing to do some work. So some of us found ourselves underemployed is kind of the term I use.
Dan Swain is an architect. He owns Two Dog Architecture. Toward the end of last year, work was hard to find.
It just went to a dead stop here in the Bay Area. I mean, they're just people that had projects ready to go actually lost their financing and canceled them, and people that were thinking about projects found they didn't have any equity in their houses anymore.
Without a lot of work, he found himself with a lot of time on his hands. So Swain did something he'd always wanted to do. He volunteered with Habitat for Humanity.
For me, the economy, in a way, it's been kind of a blessing because I actually have been forced into a position where I have some time and I have the ability to do something other than just work all the time.
Swain is working at Habitat for Humanity's largest annual Build-A-Thon. They are building 20 green homes in Oakland that will eventually look like this for low-income families.
We put solar panels on every home that we build. It's an environmentally green, sustainable site.
This wouldn't happen without the help of hundreds of volunteers each day. Jim and Kim Peth met volunteering for Habitat for Humanity in New Orleans. They got married on Saturday, and to celebrate, they brought their family and friends to the work site.
About a third of the people that came to the wedding are here today. We invited everybody to participate in the build, and we asked people to donate to Habitat in lieu of wedding gifts.
And they all fundraised, and they are volunteering out here hammering today.
It's also the start of National Volunteer Week. Since taking office, President Barack Obama has been encouraging Americans to volunteer to enrich the lives of people in their community.
We should have somebody on the outside, too.
But Swain found he is also getting a lot in return. In fact, he enjoys it so much, he isn't going back to work full-time.
I was talking to my wife last night. I actually call it soul clearing was kind of the feeling, just kind of doing something really meaningful.
Volunteers will continue working on these homes every weekend. They should be completed by December. In Oakland, Lisa Chan, CBS 5.
This is KRON 4 News with the headlines at 4.
Volunteers in Oakland putting up with the heat today while building 20 green homes. This is a Habitat for Humanity work. This is their annual Earth Day Build-A-Thon. This continued today. The homes are being built in a former auto salvage yard in East Oakland, and it is a 4-day event. It's the biggest of its kind in the organization's history. It began on Saturday. They're going to wrap this up tomorrow.
Habitat for Humanity wrapped up a Build-A-Thon in the East Bay earlier this week. Hundreds of volunteers took part in a 4-day transformation of a small corner of Oakland for homes for people in need. NBC Bay Area photojournalist Erin Murphy introduces us to one of the soon-to-be homeowners and shows us how one of East Oakland's newest developments is making the Bay Area proud.
I was hoping to be a homeowner. I mean, that was one of my goals in life.
Let me nail this one, okay? And we have hundreds of members of the community out here to help us build. We're framing 20 homes in just 4 days. Even with this, in this current day and age when house prices have dropped, there's so many families who still cannot afford to buy a home.
One thing we can't do as people is sell ourselves short. You know, it's all, if this is a goal of yours, I think you should go ahead on and do it.
Part of their, in lieu of a no down payment, they help build their homes.
Well, I just finished the steps, so if we fall through the first 4 steps, it's my fault.
The Build-A-Thon is crazy, and it's a mass of people.
You know, now if we fall out or pass out or whatever, then that's okay. We'll get up and get back at it. We have people out here volunteering to come out, and they don't know us from Adam and Eve, you know, and they're coming out to help us. Get out here and we're going to do what we can do.
There's a lot of antic behavior, I guess.
I'm still an able body with all my limbs and the majority of my mind together. Something that you can say is mine. I've been living in an apartment. I grew up in a house, you know, and I took that for granted. Now I'm just so happy that I can get back to something that I can call mine.